personal or prejudicial interest or request?
No.
If you do think of anything during the proceedings, shout. Thank you. Okay, so item 3, the purpose of this meeting is intended to provide an opportunity for those here to discuss and plan strategically for the 2027-28 budget. Members are invited to discuss priorities, budget assumptions, future service delivery to provide direction to committees and the clerk. Detailed budget proposals will be developed by the individual committees before being consolidated by the clerk and presented to full council for formal consideration. Throughout this meeting, our clerk will record all recommendations, and these will be presented under agenda item 11 at the end of the meeting in order to give them formal consideration. This will then prevent the need to revisit previously agreed matters in the meeting. Hopefully that will streamline the process. Yeah? Okay, so at this point I close the meeting for any questions from the public.
No.
Okay, thank you. I will now reopen the meeting. Item number 5 is budget monitoring. Now everybody here, anybody have any comments? I don't propose to read it out. Unless you wish to.
No.
No.
I'll try to just put all the information
Yeah.
down.
I mean, every single bullet point is something relevant that we need to consider. There were a couple that I wanted to just make an observation about rather than a comment, but Val, anything from yourself?
No.
What sort of Gary?
The crop safety measurement is that what's we've just recently done.
So, can you speak up a bit?
The crop safety measurement is that we've just recently done, or is that?
The ball has recently been repaired.
Or is that
Yes.
finance?
Yeah.
That was just recently.
Yes, that's right. But obviously there are other items. For me, graphs and maintenance is one that I think we need to give due consideration to the prices. Can I just ask for information on the invoicing error? We've obviously identified this invoicing error for the waste.
Yes, that's now come into the account. It's on the track.
Perfect. So,
Well, not on this one, the one that you're doing at the next minute.
at the next meeting.
The one that I'm doing at the minute.
Yeah. So that refund has been received, but it's not on the paper tonight. It'll be at the next meeting. Yeah.
Do you want me to explain where that came from?
Yes, please.
So basically, they sent out the invoices. I paid the invoice with the account number and sort code, and that went to one of their client holding accounts, not their waste account. And because obviously you've got Statue Moorlands and High Peak working together, they couldn't transfer it to the right account, so they had to send it again to the right account at the time and request it back from the holding account. So that's where it all went a bit peak-on. But it's all sorted now.
Okay. And just on the fact that we've been getting water meter readings now, are we going to see any variance in the water payment at the community centre? Is that possible? Is that on the cards? Or?
Yes, so we've had the water adjusted now. I'm going to go and get the other meter readings because there's actually quite a few meter readings, but we've actually had a refund of £576.12. The actual that meter on its own, if we go to the payments list, that meter actually was a minus of £627.80. So I am now going to double check timing meters, I mean, the last bill was £21 and £29 for the other two, but it's still worth checking because if they're wrong as well, that might be extra money that we need to get back. But I don't know why I questioned it, to be fair. It just looked high to me, so I questioned it, and that's when they came back and said that they've always done ours on estimated and we've never had an accurate reading, that there's staff shortages because we do it ourselves. So that's when I asked yourself to go and look for it.
I'm not found it.
So we submitted the reading and it was higher than they expected us to be at, so we've had the money refunded.
So it does pay to be I think from a budgeting point of view that we've actually increased and improved our awareness when we pay for what we need to be paying for now rather than accurate readings, estimates. Yeah. So okay. So there is a recommendation which I will come to. Are there any other questions on the bullet points? No? Okay, so the total recommended movement of the budget lines is £2,720. The amenities caretaker budget currently has an allocation of 11.5, which is not anticipated, of 11,500, sorry, I should be clear, not anticipated to be utilised during this financial year. The recommendation is that the required budget adjustments detailed above, are moved from this budget line to protect the general reserves. So the remaining balance of 8,780, which is 11,500, taking the 2,720, be transferred to the general reserves to strengthen the council's overall financial resilience.
What situations are we using?
About one of my own now.
8,000 better off.
The only concern I've got with that is when you're talking about changing contracts and the prices might go back up.
So it's basically, when I first started and did the budget for this year, I literally had 2 weeks in the dark, so I didn't know anything really, and I was just going on what I could find on previous years. So there's actually 2 budget lines for basically the same thing, we're only using one. So if we're not using the other one, it's, as a finance, you're not utilising the budget correctly. So if we had an emergency, you couldn't use that money because it's allocated to something different. So you put it back into general reserves if there was an emergency, then we could use it.
And then you can take it back out again. So my proposal is that we note these items, the budget monitoring report as above, and we approve those budget movements. And I'll propose that. Show of hands, please. The next item, number 6, is the Human Resources Committee recommendations. To consider the recommendation arising from the Human Resources Committee, last held, that 5% be added to the salary lines for the 26-27 budget. Has anybody got any questions or objections? Can I propose that we do that now? Second? Second. And show of hands. Thank you. Okay, so there are some budget assumptions for 27-28 that we are, the responsible finance obviously is going to be involved in the deliberations that we need to consider. They are listed as bullet points there. Is there anything else or any observations on that list? Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so obviously the first one, National Pay Award and salary increments, we don't know what the pay award for this year is yet, which is why we've gone for the 5% next year, so that will more than cover it, but also because obviously we've got a new Prime Minister as well, we don't know if he's going to change anything with PAYE or NI, so it's basically to give us a little bit of buffer. I reckon it'll be more around the 3%, but we've got to cover ourselves. Inflammatory increases, so usually when